the back end here, but we want to create a view where user can be able to fill in all this information. So, but before that, we need to first design the HTML, and already have the HTML here, design it, and then have it very presentable. What we're going to do is that we are going to create a view. So inside here, KYC. So I have this view. I can either use this view or I create a file. We won't know how to do it, right? KYC verification, but I think I'm good with this view because I'm not writing much code on this KYC, just for creating purposes. So of course we are using cloud-based view. We all know that cloud-based view is one of Django what's it called, Django model. So also very important. So yeah, I would say from Django dot views import views. So yeah, I'll create a class name KYC KYC then v verification view, right? So I'm passing inherited from the view. If you've done Python before, you understand about classes. So for those that are joining us. So right, so what I'm going to do here is that first I'll just pass in the get um, method, then I pass in save, and then pass in request. So passing in request, then here I can return uh, any of so I can return just this. Take off this. So I already have a template here, and then I also do the same thing, copy and paste the same thing on the post. So we are just doing it to get our template, design our template. So after designing, you can now start writing our logic. So don't write logic before you start designing. If you are doing that, you have to stop. So if you look at this template, it doesn't exist for now. Let's create the view. Quickly come to. So here's the app that we created. I don't have view yet. That means I need to register this app first, and then also after registering the app, I also need to register it on setting URL, right? Passing as a URL. So let's quickly do that. So I'll come to my root folder. I have setting. Okay, it has already been registered. Then I have view. So I also need to do that there in view. I'll just copy and paste. I don't like writing too much. Everybody here understand what I'm doing. So put comma here. So include. So I'm going to pass in. KYC, the name of the name of the app, KYC dot URL. So I've not created this URL, so let's quickly go and create it. Become you see that I have our URL here. So let me quick and create it in my view here. I have so urls.py. All right. So next thing is just grab whatever we have in the existing URL. So let's come to this URL here. Not grabbing much. I think I'll just grab this everything here and then put in here. I beg, tell those people say I'm in a cloud. They should not make me angry. Can't tell them. So they should off it entirely. Bring God down. When I'm done with that cloud, they can continue. So So all right. Um, I'll just get rid of this. So I need to import this here. So let's close this. We don't need this one again. So I need to import this particular man. Just copy it. Then come to KYC view. So I'll say from the view import this. All right, imports. Okay. So we need to pass in parts. Then inside these parts, in that KYC, if you check the view in the KYC here, let me close this. If you check this view in the KYC on the fintech app here, I want the okay. There's a problem here, so I need to add the parameter because if you leave this, this will be a default, and this will have issues. So let me pass in KYC here. YC. So on this KYC, if you go to this page, you first come to there and then be able to read any of these parts here. So the part I'm going to leave this open, then comma, I pass in the KYC, then dot as view, all right. So also passing the name as a KYC verification. All right, so let's quickly test that. Um, Coming here, let's just test this. All right, 12 slash this. Okay, I think our server is not running, so let's check what's the problem in our server. Okay, let's break the server and then run it again. All right, it's running now. Reload. So everything is working fine, but we have one problem here. The template does not exist. So remember earlier I told you that the template we use is just a placeholder. It doesn't exist. So we will change that later. Let's do that. Work on the template now. Go back to my view. So let's create this template. Account, dashboard, blah blah blah. I'm not going to flow this. So I'll check if I have such dashboard here. So come to our templates. We don't have dashboard, so I'm going to like create a dashboard for this. So I just create a dashboard for this, which I'm going to do. Create a dashboard. So would create a dashboard folder inside here. So I have here, call it dashboard. Dashboard. All right. So inside the dashboards, I also need to have my header, or my base. So let me just have my base here. So base.html. So I also go have my KYC verification dot html. Okay, let me work on my base first. I'll just do copy and paste. I think that's what I will do right away. I'll just do copy and paste. So on the base, I'll just do copy and paste. There's no much thing that I need on that bit. I've already done all the this thing. I'll just copy it here. I'll provide this document. So what we didn't do any other thing here. So we have our dynamic title here. So here I have our static files. I connect our static files. Here we have our is toast, which is we use in printing our error, presenting our error. So yeah, I have default design for my loader, my spinner as well. So it's not really, I didn't do much thing here. It's normal HTML and CSS. So I feel that explaining this explanation is not needed for this. So next, I'm going to go into the KYC. KYC, I'll just copy as the paste. I'm not doing much things here. Just focus on writing the logic. I also explain what I've done so far. So this to extend. So I'm extending this space to this place, but this is actually a run directory. So I'll have to get rid of this. It's inside dashboard. So inside that dashboard, we have base, right? So here base dot html. Um, so yeah, I load my static. So here I have a title. So the title here will be KYC user verification, verification, verification. So then we have the content. So I didn't do much thing here. So what I did here is that um I didn't do much things here, but let me remove this. Okay, I'll just remove one of these, then I will do that later. Let me remove the if statement so that some people will not get confused at the point. So I didn't do much thing here. So what I did here is normal HTML, then scroll down to where we have our form. So our form now, look at this here. I want to tell you this. If you are creating any form that will use any form that will use uh, image, a file, always put this multi-part data so that your HTML can handle this very well. So yeah, I have my CSRF token for my security. So scroll down, scroll down. Let me see where my okay. You can see it started from here. Every other thing here you are seeing is form. So this is form for uh, image, viewing of the image, and this is form for image. We have that. Then next one we have legal name. So you can see the field there is legal name. Then we have master status, which is like a select option. We have the name here is marital status, a single, married, divorce, widow. So we also have the gender. We have the male, the female, and others. Then we have identity type. So identity type is like a when you are updating your KYC, they will ask you the um type of identity that you are using. Can be international passport, it can be voters card, and also national ID card and whatnot. So it depends on what you provided. Then date of birth, where date of birth of the person. You can see here we have date of birth. Then we also have local government. You can see we have local government as local government name value. I know I'm after this name value. Remember, that's what we are going to use to grab our input from the front end. So the country, we have the country here, and then what next? We have the states. We have city. We have mobile. We have upload of identity. So we have document inside here. We have identity image as the name value. So we have accept to accept just this. Then we also have signature. Here we have the signature, the file type. Then submit KYC. That's all. There's nothing that that is here that is not explanatory. If there's anything that is here you don't understand, please, 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 can you unmute your mic and tell me what you don't understand? Because this is an HTML. We all are good in HTML. So tell me what you don't understand here. Like I told you, I wouldn't go and start creating all this from scratch because it's going to take ages. That's why I do it and then I copy and paste and provide you access to the document. So any question? Anything you don't understand? Any question?
Hello, sir. Where is it fetching the images from? Does it have its own assets in the static files?
Where which of the image is that? Which of this one?
Yes.
This
Does
is
it
a
have its
this is a
that
placeholder.
directory?
Yes, this is a placeholder. I will change it whenever when we start. When the user provide the real image, this will go off.
Okay, okay.
That's just a placeholder. So let's try to view what we've done so far and see if you're having any error. Okay, we'll still have an error because I'm here to update this on the view. So let me quickly update this on the view. So I have on the view, I think I'll get rid of this or this. I think that should be slash KYC verification. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let me also replace this with this. Just grab this and replace it on a second. So let's check it out and see. All right, KYC verification. Let's confirm our templates. Basic KYC verification. Let's just copy. KYC verification. Okay, I didn't add the HTML. My bad. And you people did not even correct me. Which kind of student do I get like this? Eh? If people will be looking at me, people will not correct me. Does it make sense? Doesn't make sense now. People supposed to correct me now. Abi, I told you people this project that we are building. So you can see what we have here, right? You can see what we have here. So I don't know why I'm not seeing this other. This is just HTML. I think I want to. Okay, it's okay. This is just HTML. The image. Let me know why this image is not showing. So let's check it out. Why the image is not showing? Okay, this image is actually coming from uh, Django, and I don't want to use the image coming from Django. I just copy image online. Let me just go and copy image online. Let's look for avatar image. Let's just look for avatar image and then use it. What about this? So whenever I don't upload image, that's what's going to show. Let's do something nice and professional. I think this is okay. Open image. Okay, let's copy this and make use of that. So we're getting rid of this Django static template, then paste this here, right? So move setup. Okay, so let me reduce this as well. And then I want to change this to 50%. I want to give you like border radius to 50%. I like doing my stuff in the front end. So I like doing my stuff in the front end. So this is the profile for the image here. So here I can say weight should give me like 100 pics. No, 200 px. So let me have like the border radius to 50%. Border. So reduce. So let's have it like 40%. Okay, let's try that border radius. Okay, I think that border radius should be on the image. Even this should be on the image, I feel so. So that should be on the image. Um, so that should be here. All right. So image width. Oh, let's just do it here, please. So no go and mess up the whole thing. Width. They have 2 peaks. All right, that's fine. Border radius. So we have 30%. Uh, okay, I think we are good. All right, so I'll just copy the style from here. So this is what we did, just the style. Then come back to our VS Code. I think we can do it from here. I don't know, but let's see. Okay, just hold on. Um, okay, okay, let's just press it here. All right, okay, we are good. Let's check it out. Let's reload. Hmm. So you can see I have a loader here. Eh? Some people ask me where there is this loader, where this loader coming from. So I will show you where the loader is actually coming from. So why is it taking much time? So I'll tell you where the loader is coming from. So as you load, let me just show you the CSS on the loader. So this is where the loader is coming from.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yeah.
Please, what's the default time of the loader?
No, the loader can for
The schema.
now. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
For now, I have not. Okay, I need to work on this loader. We have not added any default time for that loader. It is just loading. This is the loader here. Let me show where the loader is. This is where the loader is. I've not added any. This is the loader. So in this loader, you can see it's actually a bootstrap loader, but it's actually a full loader, full weight loader. So you can see where I have my framing here. Then I have my loader CSS loader design here, the animation, and then the color of the loader, and then we also have the full weight loader. So this is what we have here. So it will continue loading until you need to fix it up. So what I will do is that I will tell immediately the document is ready, I should tell the loader to stop. Right now, it can't stop. It can only stop if we come here and comment on this man. So if we go there and then come here and enter, so the loader has stopped. Ah, what is happening? This is not the thing that we checked before. The CSS. I feel that the CSS. Okay, let's check and know what's the problem. So I feel that the CSS is not loading. Then confirm that by inspecting I feel that the CSS is not loading. Select click here and check. The CSS, you can see there's no CSS, right? There's no CSS. You can't see CSS here. That means no loading. So you have to go back and know what is the problem. We load static. This man is working perfectly well. So let's go back here and see what's the issue. We also load static here. We also load static here. Um, okay. So look at this. Look at this. Let's confirm if we have this here. Okay. There's a little problem that we have here.
That was why I asked that question earlier, where the image will be fetching from
Yeah, exactly. So the
because of
static,
the asset.
the image is not, yeah, the static is not here because I think the dashboard design different from the homepage design. So what I will do is that I have to go copy the statics files. I don't think I need to rename this. I will just make sure I retain this name, and I'll just copy it. I already have it where I kept them. So I'll just show you. Then we'll just go and copy it and paste. So the dashboard, this is it here. Um, so this is it here. You can see we have images. This is actually where the image is actually fetching from. So I'll get rid of all these things later, but not now. This is the JS. So this is the starting for dashboard. So this is what we are going to use in designing our dashboard. So we've done this the access for home page. So I change it to access dashboard because we already have assets here, so that it will not conflict. I'll just copy this. Please remind me to provide all this information though. I'm not doing any design, just functionality. So we come into this static and then review file explorer. So open it and then paste this here. Okay. So we come here, we have this from here, then we can be able to grab all these things from here, right? Um, let's go and reload. So you can see we still have the same design that we have then. So as I was saying about the loader, we have a loader here. So the reason why I did that loader is because I want to have a loader so that whenever the page is loading, the loader will be loading until when it's done. So this normal CSS loader, right? If you don't understand, just copy this in and put in any AI. AI will explain what it does. Don't tell me that you don't know what a keyframe is. Copy and tell AI, explain what this keyframe is. AI will going to explain everything for you. So if I come here and comment on this thing back again, sorry, and on comment on it, remove this and then remove this one too. So after doing that, when I come back here and load, we have what we call infinite loading. So you can see the infinite loading. Who can tell us how to fix this infinite loading aside commenting on the code? Who can tell me how to fix this infinite loading? I'll call names. So want me to call names? Tijani, Mr. T, Mr. T.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, what's up? Do you have any idea on how to fix this infinite loading? Because what we wanted to do is that we want when the page is loading, it will come up. When it stop loading, it will disappear. So we need your idea on how to stop the infinite loading. on our page.
So is it not JS we need to use for that?
Sir?
Is it not JavaScript we need to use for that?
Yes, we want to know that JavaScript. How do we stop it from mobile?
Depending, are we using JavaScript or Ajax?
They're all the same now. I
If
just,
it's JavaScript,
bro, I'm good. Please help me out.
I
Or fix it. Or call that.
know it's document dot. Is it unload or so? Yeah, unload.
Yeah?
Document dot unload.
Where the load. Okay. Let's go to the next person. You try it. Let me see.
That's for the JavaScript. Then we had
Ajax. What of with
we
Ajax?
had
Ajax. What of if you want to
is
use
that not?
Ajax? You know, Ajax we are using. So the normal
Yes, sir.
when you mean JavaScript, let me correct you. Vanilla JavaScript. Because Ajax is still JavaScript. So next you say
So
vanilla.
I gave two options. I gave two options. I said, is it JavaScript or Ajax?
No, Ajax. Ajax, please. What we are using.
Is that not whereby we use this? Then we set event listing on the this thing
No,
so that
no, no.
it's tell us when it loads, when the page loads. We've been doing something similar now. Abi now.
Yes, you are getting you are almost there, but uh, you are not correct at the point. You are not correct.
So these days I'm used to React. So
You are a React man. You are a React guru. All right, Israel. Israel.
Yes, sir. So we use JavaScript as
I know,
in with Ajax,
I know now. How do we do it?
and we give it a timeout number. When it finds spin for so number, then it stop.
No. Yeah, you try, but that is not. Uh,
As in the function.
yes, you're right, but that is not. Jeff, Mr. Jeff. Okay, Jeff.
What's up?
Yeah, try. Let's go to Lawrence. Then call you. Hmm?
I take it you use in the address. You first of all you make it to in the HTML you disable it. Then in address you use the
Dot
spinner dot
show.
show.
Good, fantastic. Dot show, right? In you first, um, you don't need to disable it. You need to allow it. Then remember in Ajax, there's a way of knowing when document is ready. So how do we know when the page has successfully load? Because it's only when the page has successfully loads and it's done loading is when the loader will stop. So how do we know? Eh? Okay.
It's when the
So
document is ready.
let's do it. So we'll not waste much time here. Like I said, we'll close before 11. Um, so we'll not waste much time. Let's do it. So what we are going to do here is that we have an ID full loader, or can I say loader. Hmm? So this is the ID that has this loader. I'm going to create a JavaScript for this for our project we are currently working on. So to do that, I'll come to this dash. Then here I'll just create a folder called cost.js, custom.js. Hmm? So in that cotton.js, I can have uh, kyc underscore. Okay, go meet these people now. Who is doing that thing? So, all right. After creating it, we've created a folder, created a file. The next thing is to link it, right? So I don't just want to link it on this what is it called, on this KYC. There's no need, because on the base here I already have the KYC. The base control the KYC. This KYC, the base controls it. So I'll come here and link it beneath. So you can see the only one that we have here. Oh, we already I copied this. So here um here I don't have it at a dashboard. So this is the name here. So I will just come here and copy this man here, replace it with this. So inside here we have another folder called custom.js. So passing, instead of the casting custom slash custom js, right? So inside that folder we have a file, another file called verification, KYC verification.js. So we pass in here. So we pass in here KYC verification.js. Let me make sure that so if you notice that inside static we have this dash, which is this dash, then custom, which is this folder, the js. We should not just agree that, oh, it is working. So let's go and console.log here. So if we want to console.log something on our terminal, console.log to confirm that it's working, I will say here, I'll come here and say the KYC verification is working. So let's go back to our, then here, how to reload, and we have a problem. It said on line 96, static asset dash custom, do you forget to register load? So let's check it here, and we have a static, and we have a dash slash verification.js. So so they tell us static asset dash, do you forget to register or load the tag? So let's carefully inspect that code, that line 96, and see where the error is coming from. So go back to this place. We have this here static. So we should give space. I think the reason we should give space here, I feel that there should be space within a static, right? That is the conventional way of doing it. So don't bring it together, give it space. So let's go and reload that, and then okay. So let's inspect, and then source. Sorry. So you can see we have KYC is working, right? And then another thing we also need to do is Ajax, to work on Ajax. So we already have jQuery. Look at the Ajax here. So this man here is the man controlling jQuery. So if you remove it, you should be having error like, if we experience a situation where you try to work with Ajax and they're telling you that the dollar sign is not defined, it means that it's not reading. It's two things that happen. Is that your Ajax, there's a code that is blocking your Ajax from running, or your Ajax is not properly connected. So when you experience that, that's the issue. So here I would come here and say Ajax Then I pass in this to call in address. Here I can say document, right? Document dot ready. So what this code is actually doing that if there is document already, it's checking if the document have successfully finished loading. I see as it's loading, right? The document, our document is done loading. So we click it again whenever it finish loading. So that's what we want to do to check if document dot ready. That means if the document is ready, so pass in a function here. And then here, of course, you know how to write function in JavaScript, right? So if the document already, then what do we want to do? So what we can do here that if the document already, we want to stop this entire loader, right? We want to hide it. So if you come to our loader, our HTML, we have our base rather. So we have access to this loader here, right? We have access to this loader. So where do we have access? So we have access to this ID of loader. So I copy that ID here. I'll come to this place. I can then after loading, I need to create a variable to store it. Const. Inside this const, I say loader, which is equals to, can use any name because it's a variable. To have access to my HTML, then a hash, then I pass into loader, right? So let me console.log here and confirm that I'm getting the loader. The log. So loader. So then come back here and then reload. Inspect. So let me load. So you can see I'm loading the page here. You can see the page there. I'm having the access to the entire loader, which is the loader that is here. So we are having access to it. That means working. So what we're going to do next is that when we come here, we can see loader.hide. Very simple. Loader.what.hide. That is all. You are good to go. Dot hide. So right, good. So let enter, and of course you are not going to see it because we are using offline. Let's try to see if we can slow down our internet. Maybe it will affect us. Let's not do it because if you affect us now, it will affect the internet that we are using because we are live internet. So all right, if you load, you can't see it now because we are using um, a local server. Of course, we expect it to be very fast. So we are done with the building the UI, and let me quickly get to Slack so that I will not forget. This is Slack, right? Is this Slack we are using?
Discord.
Discord. Okay.
It's true. We are supposed to have one channel on Slack. Oh.
Slack is more of audio, right? It's like this. What am I even? Discord. Discord. I prefer Discord than Slack. But Slack is professional. Use it a lot. So I prefer using Discord than Slack. So let me just send the document there. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Okay. I thought I had gods. Where is our channel? Our channel have not disappeared. Okay. All right. So, what are we posting first? No, no. This one we have this. So first the KY, the base and the KYC. Okay. I think I should just zip everything and send. Better, right? Or I think I just zip this folder and send. Let's continue. I'll just zip it and send. So we are done with that. Let's move into the view. So the first thing we need to do is that we want to start working on the view. We will start working on this view here right away. We first thing, okay, before we even start working on the view, I feel that if you come here and you notice that we did what we call who can tell us what is the Django? What is the Django signal, right? So in this signal, what this thing means that when the user comes in, right, and register an account, immediately user register an account, it should automatically create verification for us and just give us only one instance, which is only one field. So I also want that if a user log in, if a user has not let's say user has not verified if a user has not verified their KYC, they should be redirected to KYC page to continue their KYC registration. And if the KYC does not exist, the user should not log into the dashboard. So we want to prevent user from doing that, which means that we need to play around with our login view, right? Login view to be able to see how we can be able to track that. Right the way, I don't have any user that have been able to register account on KYC. That means if I do that, any user that log in will be redirected to KYC page, right? We can do that as soon as possible. But before doing it, I feel that there are some things we should look at first. I'm just contemplating how to go about it. Okay, let's go to the login. Let's go to the login first, because that will take us a lot of time. Let me continue. Let me consider building the view. When we finish building the view, we can then move into the login. And that is something I want to do. I don't want any user. Have you gone to a bank before? And when you go to a bank, and I want a situation where you will come and see this place like this. Any person can just type in anything they want. Have you gone to a bank when you are registered? They go to KYC, see a page like this. It's like KYC for a particular user. Have you seen it before? You can't see it because it is not secure, right? If you go to a bank, any bank at all, it is not secure. So I want this place to be only accessible to user using the user ID. We've done that before now, using the user ID. When it comes here, KYC slash blah blah blah, a long code like this. I want it to be like this, so that no user can just go and just copy and paste. Even though you copy and paste, definitely you will not be given access, right? So it's one of the security features I want us to integrate, because it's fintech we are building, and we must be security conscious. If we're not security conscious, it's going to be difficult for us. So I want the user that can access this thing should access this thing based on ID, right? Based on using the user ID. Without the user ID, there is no way you will be given access. Now, if you come here and I can see that we don't have any KYC. We don't have any KYC. The KYC we have here is 0. We don't have any, right? So to do that quickly, let's go to our view. Let's go back to our view.
Hello, hi Chief. Why not immediately after registration? It will direct the user to KYC when the registration is confirmed.
Yes, after registration, we'll do it. It will redirect the user to KYC after registration. But now,
Okay.
what we want to do now is that let's create a view first. When we create the view, even in login also, the user need to check if the system need to check our login, our algorithm need to check if the user have KYC. If he also has the pending KYC, we'll tackle that. But let's create the view first for our KYC. Just take it from there. I already done that. So here I can pass in ID. I can say KYC underscore ID, right? So KYC underscore ID. And I want any user that is coming here should be able to have uh, their KYC underscore ID. And he cannot access this page if your ID, if you are not a registered member or you don't have a permission for this. So what I want to do here is that I don't want anybody that don't have access, that don't have permission to access this particular page, access it. In fact, if this is not their page, you can't access it. So if you try to access it, they say you don't have permission to access this page. Let's say you use somebody ID, this particular ID, copy this ID, maybe Mr. A, you copy this ID, you try to go and type in on another person's ID. I want a situation that it should not allow you to do that. So is that telling you there is no permission or she redirect you to login? I feel that it should not tell you there is no permission. It just tell you, just redirect you to login. I feel so. I feel that, right?
Yes.
You just because
Better.
bank will not tell you you don't have permission. You just redirect it to login direct. If it's not your ID. So that's what we are going to do. Yeah. So yeah, I can have an ID. So why do I have this ID? I will show you why we have this ID. So for what I'm going to also do is that to import that man from I don't know what is the app name for that. What is the app name first? KYC. Okay, it should be dot model, right? Dot model import. Is it user KYC or KYC? KYC verification. All right. So here, because it's a get first, we'll say user to get the user KYC is equals to we want to get the user, right? The KYC user and the ID. We want to get it. Now, if we get it, we'll now use and check that if the KYC user ID dot user is not equals to request dot user, that means the current login user. Remember, request dot user what we use to check the current login user, right? If it's not equals to the current login user, so first we need to get the ID. So we say get object.404. So we need to import that so that we'll not have an error. So we'll do that here from Django dot shortcut import get error.404 get object.404. So that the reason why I'm doing this thing is because to to allow give us a default error so that it will not tell us will not give us Django default error, right? It should give us a well designed default error. So yeah, I will say get error.404, right? Get object or error.404. Yeah, I'm going to pass in the KYC verification as a model. Then I pass in and I'm going to pass in sorry ID is equals to KYC ID, right? This is ID that is here, right? So now I will come here and say um I'll come here and say if user ID, so this user ID here, which is this KYC that we are having here, if the KYC, so this ID, we are talking to this ID directly. So this ID that we have in here, this ID we have in here, right, is this ID that we have in the Django model, which is what we have here. So because for us to have this ID, that means we have access to all these fields. So what I will do is that if that ID, I can say dot username, right, dot user. So to come here and say KYC dot user, because I can have access to any this thing, is not is not equals to request dot user, right? So if not equal to dot request dot user, because we are using JSON, right? We are using what's it call it? We are using JSON. I'm passing this here. Let me import this JSON. Fix. Who you are going to then fix, so they can import it for us already. So we have it here. Now what I want to do here is that I want them to redirect us to login. Right? I want them to redirect us login. So yeah, I can come here and say redirects. Now remember earlier, before now, we usually pass in this information. Then we'll now go to our JavaScript and check if error equals to this, then redirect. Now passing, what I'm going to pass in here is the link where we are redirecting to. Right? Remember, redirects. So I'm passing in the link where we are directing to. So I'm going to go to the user. Let me check the endpoint for login user. Let me check the endpoint for login user. So just leave it that. I think so login. So I think login is just login. It doesn't have any folder. Eh? Are you sure? Let's check this. So it's just login. Let's check okay, we have login.
Directed to home.
So I want to check the URL.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't have anything here, so we just pass in login. Look at it. Yeah, it's empty. Just passing the login. So we'll come to close up this thing. I think we are done with this. Okay. So yeah, I'll pass in login /back/front. So this is the login. This is the URL, right? So it's just log you in. If this can't work, we only use JavaScript to control it. So I think if user ID is not equals to, so if whatever the user provides here is not equals to this, it just take you back to login or take you back to your dashboard, right? Try to dashboard that to login, but however you want to do it, it is what it is for you. So the next thing we are going to also do here is okay, so we also need to modify the view, right? We also need to modify our view because we've already modified this. We need to also modify our view. I want a situation where whenever we test, let's just do so that we'll not get confused. So let's test this thing we just did now to confirm if it's working. But we need to now, if you come to my KYC, yeah, where is that? We're going to have an error. So just try to view only this alone. You can see what we have here. KYC missing one require argument, which is what? KYC ID. So for you to view this page, you must add at least ID. If I click this, you can see because we have object 404, we are just having page not found, right? Page not found, right? We are just having this page not found. So what we want is that when we come here /id, then it works, right? So let's quickly go and fix that up. We go back to the view, the URL. We go back to the URL immediately. All right. So in that URL, I'll come to the URL. Where is the URL that we have? Here is the URL here. So remember earlier, I didn't pass anything here, right? So what I can do here is that I come here, I can say KYC or user KYC, then slash. So we remember we need to convert it to a stream, right? Convert it to a stream, and then dots, and then we pass in the KYC ID that we have here. Exactly what we have here. Don't change it because you have an error. So pass in there and convert it to a stream. Then after that, we put slash. So this is what we have here. Then if we want to access our KYC, it's going to be KYC slash, then the ID of that user, right? ID of that user. All right. So now we don't have any user with any KYC. I don't know if you can go and create one, or let's create a new account so that we can have a user with KYC. Let's try it, because if you come to the model, we said when account is created, you should create this word KYC. So let's try that out. Before also confirm we don't have any KYC, zero. So I'm going to create an account here. So let me click register. Is it register? Okay, register. All right. So yeah, I can say info@gmail.com. This is not email. Oh, is okay. I can say info, my username. Yeah, I can say 00. The info@gmail. Then my password, I leave it 123 admin. This I also leave it admin. So let's create. Remember, account I created is info. I also want to come here. I think I disabled this email, so it will register, but it will not direct us to anywhere because I disabled the image at the point. Have we fixed it? Okay, let's just log in. I feel that this guy have registered already. Don't mind this man. Okay, taking out to verify account. So we need to verify this man so that when we log in again, they will not take us here. So let me verify that man. User. So this info that will run. Okay, let's go to OTP code. Info. So this one we created the account. You can see one of these is a problem that we were having. So we'll fix this problem. So the time is 1 hour late, right? You can see 9 this in, but it's 10 for the something we created it. So it's going to give you an issue if you are working with real time expiration. It will work, it fuck you up. I had that issue severally, but I've been able to fix it. So we have been able to verify that account now. So let's check if our this have been created. So move it to KYC. So where we have an error, it says stream return none. Sorry, still return none. We are having that. So I feel that this is from our model. So let's check it out. So let's check our model. What are we returning? We say that a returns none, stream returns none. So okay, let's return. What are we returning here now? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's return. It said that type error stream return none. What does it mean?
Sir, go to the URL. The URL where it says string equals to KYC ID.
No, I don't think that's the URL. When there's a URL issue, you know now. You show you URL issue now. You understand? In Django now. Okay, I'm there now.
The KYC ID, sir, is it string?
Yes, I converted it to stream now. I feel that this is actually from model. This okay. Let me change this self dot. Let me use self dot. Return. That means we need to convert this to stream. Okay, let's go to admin and change something. First name, surname. So let's return that first. Then return surname and see. Then return surname and see. Or let not just return anything at all. Okay, at least we need to return something. We need to return at least one thing. We need to return at least one thing. Okay, let me just use something like F-trim. Let's just use F-trim and deal with this and finish it up as well. So let's return. So F. Then yeah, I have self. 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 So self dot self um dot phone. Hmm? Then we also have let's love self dot phone, and then let's just see that, go back there and try it again and see. Okay, I think that's been able to fix that. So we need to convert that to a stream by using this self phone, and you know. So here now you can see the ID that we are having. Now look at this ID now, this long ID. So immediately we create our account, see that it created only username, which is the info. So it's exactly what we have here. This is exactly what we have here. Look at it here. So this is the function. So we just create only user instant. Are you getting me? So you just create only this. So what happens here is that whenever this is created, whenever a new user is created, now this will create an instant of this. So I think we explained all these things in the last class. So let's try what we've written. Let's try it out and see if it's going to work. Okay, here we are having let's say here we copy this and then go to let's go to our that is KYC, right? So KYC slash what? I think that should KYC
Slash ID.
slash
Slash ID.
user
The KYC
KYC,
ID.
right? KYC slash user
Yeah, KYC.
KYC slash ID. So let's go and grab this ID here. Remember, we are not authorized to use that ID, but let's try something and see. Okay, we enter. We're having an error or user blah blah blah. Page not found. So let's check it out. Let's check our view, our URL, and see confirm that we are in good hand. URL user KYC user KYC user KYC. So this KYC, where are we getting it from? Let me confirm. This other KYC that we have there. So let's confirm the view. Okay, we are getting it from there. KYC. All right. Cool. Let's just do this way. Okay. I think let's have it this way. This will be better. KYC slash. Okay. So let's get rid of this. Let's try this. KYC slash. Okay, let's go back there again. If you remove this, what is going to happen? Let's remove this and see. We are finding it difficult to like. Why is it? So let's try to see how to fix this. So we have telling us so we have stream KYC ID, of course. All right. Not found. I'm trying to see what's the problem. Should we? Okay, just hold on. Please mute your mic, wizard, mute your mic. Okay, I think the problem is coming from the URL from here. So why I feel that it's coming from here is that we're supposed to add slash here. So I feel it's supposed to add slash here. I feel we're supposed to add slash here. And then we'll come here. All right. Okay, let's try it out again. But it should work. I don't know. It should work. All right. So you can see what we have here, right? The problem was that we just needed some slash here. We just needed some slash here. Just add slash here. You are good, right? You are good to go. Okay, we can still retain the previous what's it called it arrangement of having this user KYC blah blah blah. So yeah, you can now come here, put slash user slash this. Okay, this can still going to work. Remove the one slash. Oh fuck, remove the one slash. This still going to work, right? If you got what they are telling us now, they're not telling us redirect to user one login, right? So it means that I don't have permission to access this page. So if we can use JavaScript now and redirect this particular man to what, to the user login page to login, right? In case they have access to our ID, they think that okay, they can use that to play around with our KYC. It will now redirect them to a different page, asking them to fix it up as soon as possible. Oh, this class is taking time. It's about 1 hour, an hour plus. So I feel that she just call it off for the night. Um, I don't want to let her call it off for the night. So we can save the video